Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. We're going to be discussing Kaspa, so let's get right in today's topic. But before I do that, shout out to the Kaspa community for showing tremendous amount of love. Cannot thank you guys enough. Continue supporting and you will see the continuation of these updates that I bring you guys. But anyhow, if you're looking at Kaspa's price right now, it is down about 2.1% once again. But as far as the broader market is concerned, you're still seeing a little bit of retracement, within the broader market going into Thursday morning. But I did mention this in my SUI update. If you did end up watching it over the last 1 hour, you're starting to see the market seeing a little bit of green across the board. Nothing too crazy right now, but obviously a little bit of a bounce is something that, obviously we can keep in mind. But anyhow, Kaspa, yet again, even though we're seeing a little bit of a bounce with some of these altcoins, it is down about 1%. But let's take a closer look because, there's a lot of people shifting their overall thoughts on Kaspa just because of the price action that it has been seeing. We're going to discuss that. I'm going to share my personal thoughts as I always do. Before I do that though, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So looking at the price of Kaspa, 13.2 cents. As mentioned, down 2% in USD, and we're up about 1% in Bitcoin comparative. Market cap is at about $3.3 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is at about 37.1 million. But let's take a closer look and see what we're looking at in terms of the dominance index. As you are looking at the dominance index, it is pulling down. As you can see, dominance is pulling down. Which of course gives altcoins, usually speaking, it gives altcoins a chance to actually move up. And speaking about moving up, as we are going into Thursday morning, you're actually seeing Bitcoin seeing a little bit, and yes, a little bit, nothing too crazy, a little bit of a bounce towards the upside, which of course is the main reason as to why you're seeing some coins over the past 1 hour in the green. So in terms of Bitcoin price, I still do expect, Bitcoin to be going above 64,000. Very, very, very important level, as I've stated to you guys before. But until then, we need to remember one step at a time. I still do believe Q4 will play out the way a lot of people are anticipating. But this time around, remember, elections are coming up. Elections are approaching. There's a lot of people that are still quite uncertain. Reason why I think there's a lot of uncertainty is because there's a 50-50 thing, right? 50% if they win, the people that are obviously rooting for crypto, then obviously the market is expected to move. But there's also that 50% chance of it going towards the other person. And a lot of people are anticipating the market will crash at that point. And again, when these type of things happen, it builds uncertainty. And then, when there's uncertainty, that's where whales come and manipulate the markets. And that's what we're seeing happening right now for Bitcoin itself as well. Even though we're in October, we have seen just this past 2 to 3 days, the price of Bitcoin going up to $64,557. But as of now, we still haven't really managed to get back to September levels, which I think we will. But enough with Bitcoin. Enough with the broader market. Let's take a look at what's happening with Kaspa. So every time I make an update on Kaspa at this point, it just seems like Kaspa is dropping and dropping and dropping. And some people in the community are showing tremendous amount of love to me, because I projected that the price is showing a lag. But again, like I said, guys, I'm not someone any special. Everyone can learn this. If you put your time and effort towards this, anyone can learn this. But look at what happened. Believe it or not, when I predicted the fact that the price of Kaspa could go below this key support line, some people were calling me absolutely crazy. Because of course, no one wants to hear this, especially when you have Kaspa in your portfolio. You don't want negative price action talks happening. But sometimes trend is everything you need to see. Trend speaks for itself. And you can see for yourself, we actually saw CAS dropping down to 12.6 cents. So pretty much that wick retest I spoke about in the last the last two updates has really come to life pretty much. And that is the August level. And now as the price continues to retest some of these lows that we haven't seen for quite some months, more bearish momentum. And on top of that, remember, Kaspa is not listed on some big centralized exchanges. So, the volume side of things are still quite low. There's still quite low volume. And, this is where manipulation can happen, believe it or not. And, the price could fall even faster due to that fact because, of course, easier to manipulate. And now you're looking at the price sitting below that key resistance, which is insane to think about right now. But again, the fact that we were having a little bit of a hard time breaking out of just a 2% move speaks for itself that, this is something that is not coming as a surprise for myself specifically. So obviously we went down to that 12.56 cents, have seen a little bit of a bounce since then. If you want to put this into perspective, we have bounced back about 5%, but I still believe we're not out of the woods just yet, because if Bitcoin sees once again another shakeout, would not be surprised if we even go lower than August, 5th lows at that point, because August 5th lows, obviously that is a significant amount of support, but if that does not hold, a potential retest down to the 11.9 cents, 11.9 cents, I would say, give or take. More importantly, around the 11.5 cents could be a reality. And again, if you want to put that into perspective, another 14% move. No one wants to hear this, but be prepared for that to happen if Bitcoin does not hold this support line. And again, I know a lot of people are probably wondering, why would Bitcoin not hold the support line, in the month of October? But remember, elections are coming up. We're in a different time. And I think, due to October might be sideways, if that does tend to happen, in my personal opinion, I think we still might be able to make it up in the upcoming year of 2025 early on, and potentially a super cycle could play out depending on what type of announcements we hear. But as of now, I think it's still too early to kind of see what happens in terms of 2025. I'm focused only 2024 right now, and then I will obviously evaluate what I personally think and what my strategy is going to be. If you follow the channel from the beginning, you guys know that I was originally prepared to lock all my profits in late this year, maybe early next year, and that's it. But of course, I'm going to keep seeing what happens, because of course regulations coming into crypto, you're seeing a lot of big players coming in, the landscape is shifting, there's a lot of things that, need to go into consideration. But let me know down below what you guys personally think right now, and what are your personal projections? Where do you see the price of Kaspa going? And, let's have a discussion. Let's actually have a proper discussion in the comments. Why do you think the likes of Binance, the likes of these big exchanges, Huobi, Kraken, and Coinbase, why are these exchanges still not listing Kaspa on their platform? Could there be a bigger issue that we're completely ignoring that we do not know of? Let me know in the comments down below. I've had my, speculations. I've been speculating that, the future market, I think, these exchanges have realized that's their bread and butter, because they make so much money off of fees. And so, they're just listing all these hype coins on there, and some coins still make it on spot. But let me know in the comments what your personal projections are regarding this. What you think is the main reason. Love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for all your support. We'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.